In the events industry, there's this silent chaos that pretty much everyone deals with, but nobody really talks about it. I'm talking about managing event files. Today, we're going to dig into that problem and figure out how to put an end to it for good.
Okay, seriously, just take a second. Think back to your last big event. Did you have that little knot in your stomach? That worry that maybe, just maybe, not everyone was on the same page? Were you sure your team, your suppliers, and your clients were all working from the same information?
And look, these things, they aren't just little hiccups, right? They're symptoms of a way bigger problem. A supplier showing up with an old floor plan, or a client asking a question you literally answered 3 emails ago. These are the kinds of frustrating, expensive, and totally avoidable things that happen when files are a mess.
So how on earth does a simple document, something that's supposed to create clarity, end up causing all this confusion? Let's follow its journey, or maybe I should say, its descent into chaos.
I mean, it always starts out so simple, doesn't it? You create a file, a layout, a quote, whatever. But then, it gets emailed, it gets shared on WhatsApp, it gets updated. People download it, they print it, they save their own copies. And with every single one of those steps, a new, slightly different version pops into existence. Suddenly, you're not managing one file anymore. Nope. You're trying to wrangle dozens of them, and nobody has a clue which one is the actual right one.
And that right there is what creates this parallel universe of information. It's a perfect way to describe it, actually. Every single person on your team is basically operating in their own little reality, all based on whatever version of the file they happen to have on their computer.
Yeah, this slide just nails it. On one side, you've got the planner, totally confident that version 5.0 is the final, locked-in layout. But then on the other side, the supplier who's actually on site is working from a printed copy of version 2.0 from last week. They are literally in 2 different worlds, and that gap, that's where the disasters happen.
So why? Why does this keep happening on pretty much every event? It's so easy to just blame it on someone messing up, human error. But the real problem? It goes much, much deeper than that. Let's really get to the root of it.
Okay, here's the absolute heart of the problem. The files are disconnected from the event itself. Think about it. That PDF quote or that Excel spreadsheet, it has no real digital link to the event it's for. It's just a loose file floating around in an email chain or a Dropbox folder. So when it gets updated, nobody gets an automatic heads up. The only thing connecting that file to the event is our memory. And let's be honest, that's a pretty fragile system.
All right, so if disconnected files are the problem, then the solution has to be the exact opposite, right? It's all about connection. It's about creating one single, undisputed source of truth that everyone can rely on.
This right here, this is the mental shift that changes everything. We have to stop thinking about scattered folders full of files. Instead, we need to start thinking of the event as the container, the one place that holds everything, every file, every update, every decision. When you do that, the files become a part of the event, not just some separate thing you have to track down.
So how does this actually work? Well, when you centralize everything, your whole team, your client, your caterer, everyone logs into the exact same place. And what do they see? The exact same most up-to-date document, period. There are no other versions floating around. There's no more digging through old emails. There's just one truth. And you even get a clear history of who changed what and when.
This might sound kind of simple on the surface, but the impact of going from total chaos to having real control it's huge. Let's talk about the actual payoffs you get when you make this switch.
The benefits? Honestly, they're immediate and they are massive. Fewer mistakes means you're not wasting money and you have way happier clients. Less stress? That means a healthier, more focused you. You get back countless hours you used to spend chasing down files or just clarifying simple details. And the bottom line? You look incredibly buttoned up and professional, which just leads to smoother, way more successful event days.
Wow, okay, this table really just lays it all out, doesn't it? Look at that contrast. You're literally trading high, unpredictable error rates and constant stress for the complete opposite. You're going from a reactive mode, where you're always putting out fires, to a proactive state of control and confidence. That's not just a small improvement. That's a complete transformation of how you work.
And this is so important to remember. The next time a file goes missing or someone uses the wrong version, You have to know it's not because you or your team are sloppy or careless. It's because the system itself, the system of using disconnected files, is fundamentally broken. It is literally designed to fail.
So, as we wrap this up, it all comes down to a choice, really. Your files, the very documents you rely on, can either be a source of constant chaos that undermines all your hard work, or they can be the solid foundation for a smooth, clear, successful event. The choice between chaos and clarity, it's all about the system you decide to build. So which one is it going to be?